Did we hit the record button?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
This has been recording the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're professionals like that. Welcome back, by the way. We're the Whiskey Watchers.
I'm Jake.
And that must make me Dan. I know my name. Anyway.
I sometimes know mine.
So, today we're going to be talking about a few bottles or brands or I guess whatever, what have you, that we're never going to buy again for one reason or another. Yeah.
Probably not going to drink it again after this episode.
Yeah,
Unless we come back to grossness.
Yeah, well, I'll pour one of them. But
I
yeah,
will too.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this because we tend to
Dick around.
Dickle around. Speaking of,
just pull a bottle.
Just pull the bottle. Okay, whatever. George Dickel.
So, if you know anything about this man, you know that we're talking about things that we do not like at all, and he's actually going to drink something he doesn't like because
I'm going to give it a shot.
See if it's better with age. Get that calcium flavor out of it.
I'll give it a shot. But honestly, Dickel and I have never had a very good relationship.
Except
to me,
the KBS, right?
Yeah, the KBS. I don't know what Bardstown did with that KBS, but they must have worked some magic. But anyway, yeah, the mineralic nature of Dickel's distillate, I think, is just something that doesn't play well with my palate. I always get these chalky, nasty, disgusting Flintstone vitamins, and I can't do it. So I'm sorry, Dickel, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a customer anymore. This is the only bottle of Dickel other than the Copper Tongue Orphan Barrel that I own, and that one was a gift from a dear friend. So I can't see picking y'all up anymore.
This is the wrong George, is what he's getting at.
It smells like medicine. It smells like cough syrup.
I like the flavor of cough syrup though, so I mean.
You freak.
Yeah, it does straight up smell like cough syrup. It kind of makes me want to take a swig.
It smells like cough syrup. Here.
I have that weird thing. I'm the one few people who actually loves cough syrup, and I'm like, I'll drink it just
to drink it. Do you drink cough syrup recreationally?
No. But if I have a cold, I chug it like it's nobody's business. Cough syrup tastes better than this, though. This is good.
I just can't get...
But I think I like cough syrup better. Also, this is really hot. What's the proof on this?
This is bonded, so it's 100 proof.
It drinks hotter than that.
This thing, I think, is...
Granted, I also had an Old Forester bottle and bond earlier, too.
Yeah, this is an 11-year bonded Dickel, and it's not good.
It's hot.
To me, it's not good. It tastes like Flintstone vitamins and all the yucky things I remember as a child, and I just can't do it. It tastes like the worst parts of cough syrup. Yep. So, I see you got a couple bottles over there. What's one you're not gonna
buy again ever?
I'm gonna go for
Liar's Bench.
Liar's Bench, just as a brand or that particular bottle? Not
this particular bottle. This is single barrel, so I've never had this, but it was also a straight rye. I don't like ryes anyway, but of the ryes I've had, meh. I think I even told the guy who gave it to me, it was Aaron. I was like, I'm going to use this to call people out. I'm just going to use this. Plus this part of them, they're like super tight corks. Like I tore your freaking wax. Oh yeah, you just destroyed the wax on that thing. Well, might as well give her a shot. Just see if a single barrel's better than their regular. I'm not even pouring that much. I'm like, yeah. Truth be told, I've tried Liar's Bench's regular stuff, and I'm not a fan either. It goes in so smooth, but getting it out is different. This was a little bit different. It has like really weird like finish notes to it. I'll just leave this up here.
Yeah, let's leave it up there.
Check it out. See if
I enjoyed it in that weird way that it was something kind of odd. Almost tastes like it was finished in like a Cabernet barrel. So, I mean, give it a shot. God damn.
Bear Wallow Distillery. Please wallow responsibly.
Please wallow responsibly.
I'm going to wallow in tears later.
Cry yourself to sleep.
1,500. I'm curious to see if they put if it was actually distilled there or if it's an MGP like I think it is. Nashville, Indiana. Sounds like
they're neighbors with a certain other distillery that you actually enjoy. It's still not good.
I would rather go to that distillery, I think.
Yeah,
I've gone there a few times. I'm probably going to go back.
Oh, gosh.
I say probably like I'm not gonna.
They recently released a new version of their Sweet Mash Rye called High Road. We got to try that, and hopefully we'll get up there and talk to Brian and get a bottle and
maybe show you some of the sites.
Show you some of the sites.
That would actually be pretty cool. Might take the phone up there if I think about it. Just start doing some random vlogging, not tell anybody, and just be like, hey, gotcha.
So thoughts?
It's better than the one I had.
Yeah, like I said, it has that.
I could totally see what you're talking about. Finished in like some sort of wine.
Yeah, it has that weird finished note to it that kind of intrigued me, and so I went ahead and picked it up. But it's not one I'm going to pick up again, though.
No, the bad outweighs the good in this one. I'm sorry, it's all flavor. It's maybe me personally. No.
So moving on, this is going to hurt you a little bit, and I'm sorry.
Duke. Oh.
Smoke Wagon.
Really?
Just as a brand, I'm not a huge fan of Smoke Wagon. I enjoyed Smoke Wagon when they first launched.
That was MGP.
It's still MGP.
Is it still? I'm curious how long they're gonna.
So, if I want something that is distilled at MGP or Ross and Squibb or RSD or whatever you call them now, they have their own brands. They just released a 6-year Remus to the market, and I saw one yesterday. I might go pick it up. We might do a review on it because I like MGP as a whole, but too many brands are coming out with this, and I understand it's a way of getting started. Contract distilling is a thing,
yeah.
but the hype machine that was surrounding this brand.
Oh, dude, I know. I was right behind it. I mean, I like the bottle. I like the flavor.
I bought these bottles, and I'll be honest, 100% purely on the hype machine, because everyone was saying, this is great. This is some of the best stuff I've ever tasted. And it's honestly not. It's okay. I mean, granted, this is just the, I think this is just the straight bourbon whiskey. I have the uncut unfiltered, uncut the younger, small batch up there.
Those are good.
But I don't even think they're that great. They're just older aged MGP, and by older aged, I think Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered now is coming in like 5-6 years.
Didn't they also put it out in the sun? I'm gonna grab some of this from you.
So
didn't they also put it out in the sun a little too, like in the desert?
It's just in their warehouses are in that Nevada heat,
which intrigues me. I'm curious to see what it'll be like if once it's wholly aged and distilled there.
I mean, this has a nice nose to it. It has like that berry. Like, have you ever eaten those Welch's, the little gummies, the cherries and berries? It has that like that.
This is a body made by gummy. All right, this is
body by Big Mac and other things. McDonald's, get at us. We would love to have a cheeseburger now.
Brought to you by McDonald's.
Raising your cholesterol one burger at a time.
One French fry at a time.
But yeah, I mean it's.
I can't say shit about McDonald's though because
the nose isn't bad, but the palate is just so abrasive. And it's like it drinks like you're drinking just straight gasoline and needles.
This is also a very tight cork.
Mm-hmm. So
and it's synthetic, so there's no need for cork soaking.
Yeah. So Smoke Wagon is my second one that I'm not going to go back to. Just this one. Unfortunately, both of these as a brand have just kind of lost me as a
one of customer. Mine that we don't have here for obvious reasons. It's meh.
Didn't you just drain pour that one?
No. Well, I did a different one. Well,
okay.
But the one I'm thinking of is one we actually reviewed on trying to get as cheap whiskey as we can with high proof.
Oh,
it's got a curse word in it. That's right. We're talking about fighting cock.
That one.
Yeah, it's 107 proof, and I get it. They did it to try to rival, Weller and all this other stuff at a cheaper price.
They wanted to offer a higher proof bourbon at a low price. Because I think that you bought that fifth for what, like $12?
I think it was $19.99 plus tax.
Okay, so it wasn't like gutter cheap, like down in a hole cheap.
No, this is Heaven Hill too. So when it originally came out, it was a 6-year bourbon. So that makes me wonder if like one of the OGs isn't better than what they're putting out now, because I mean now it's not age stated totally.
If you have an age stated fighting cock and would like to send us a sample, get at us, because we'd love to try it. I know, I mean, a 6-year sample would probably just absolutely dust what's on the shelf now, but
possible. Don't know.
But you never know.
But yeah, the fighting cock is just not very good. I'm not. For $20 to $30, I would rather go get a bottle of this.
Old tub,
unfiltered. This bottle is what, freaking 100 proof.
Yeah, it's bonded.
Yeah.
So my last bottle, I'm gonna put up here. We decided to do 3 and 3. I think I even said 6 at the beginning. Anyway,
I think you said 4 to me.
Angel's Envy. Don't get me wrong, their cast strength stuff, absolutely amazing. Their annual cast strength release, I love it to pieces, and I'll probably try and find one this year as well. Video on what allocations we're looking for this fall coming up soon. So, Angel's Envy Port Finish. I bought this one after watching an episode of Binging with Babish.
Oh.
Where he talked about whiskeys and how much he absolutely loved this bottle. This is the original bottle that I bought back in December of 2019.
That's Angel's Binging with Envy.
Yes. And I'm not going to say it's not good, because it's okay. I won't just absolutely dog on it. Their rye would be so much better if it wasn't so darn sweet. I'm not a huge fan of sweet ryes. And this man absolutely loves sweet things.
It's obviously not impressed me, or I've never tasted it, because I cannot for the life of me recall the flavor at all.
You've had it because I made you an old fashioned with it once, and you're like, this is very, very sweet. So, and then you drank the old fashioned with, all happy and giddy because you had a sweet drink in your hand.
Cheers.
But yeah, Angel's Envy stuff. I'm not going to say I'm on the Fred Minnick train of, a finished whiskey is a whiskey they're trying to hide something from you with the finish.
I think they could be complimenting their own whiskey.
But I think I would love to taste Angel's Envy's whiskey or bourbon or rye without the finishing process. I understand that's their shtick, that's what they do, and that's what they're going to continue to do. But I would love to just try their bourbon without the finishing and see how good that is. So
that really annoys me, that statement.
What?
Finishing a bourbon is just trying to hide something, because they do food pairings all the time. Is that not the exact same shit? Drink this. No, eat this.
The food pairings are more meant to complement the food with the notes of the bourbon that they select.
Same could be said for the barrel they finish it in.
But wine is also done that way too. Most restaurants say, hey, this dish pairs very well with this particular wine. It's just kind of marrying what you're drinking with what you're eating.
To me, whiskey's whiskey. I'll eat it. I'll drink it with whatever.
I'll eat it with whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it's got carbs. Wine, to me, it's dessert wine or it's dry wine. There's no in between. I don't want a dry wine. I don't mind a semi-dry with a little sweet, but I would prefer a dessert wine. I make dessert wine.
Yeah.
Jake knows about wine. I don't have the exact bottle of my next one, but this is a Jefferson's Reserve. I don't like Jefferson's Ocean. It's briny. And it's expensive. It's so expensive.
About $72 around here.
For almost the exact same thing as this, except somebody put some seawater in it.
They just put it on a boat and sailed it around somewhere.
Down around the loch in Ireland.
We're
swimming in circles out here.
Well, they say it crosses the equator a few times and all this other crap. And,
I think the Titanic also crossed the equator, but...
No, it didn't. I'm thinking the international date line?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like equator but up and down.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyway.
I don't do geography.
Yeah, Jefferson's Ocean, aged at sea. I think it's more of a gimmick than anything. I've tasted a few other Jefferson's products, and I think they're fine. It's not something I'm just going to buy on a whim, but...
Mr. Thomas himself would be upset.
Yeah, well...
He was also... Well, yeah.
Most of our founding fathers were distillers.
Yeah, most of our founding fathers were kind of shady, too. But,
it is what it is. So,
America's built on freedom, damn it, and that's what we'll do.
And shadiness.
Slim shadiness. Almost made you spit out your whiskey, didn't I?
Luckily, I only had a little droplet in there, so you wouldn't have gotten much. But yeah, slim shadiness, I like that.
I mean, that's pretty close, though.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to raise your taxes since we protected you during this war.
Fuck you.
That's a full Slim Shady move.
Yeah. So, moving on from politics, I think we've pretty well hit everything here.
You got any honorable mentions?
Honorable mention?
Yeah.
I do.
Me too.
I have one honorable mention that didn't quite make the list because, well, I found some things that I just dislike a little bit more. Willet. I love Willet's older age stuff. I'm one of the weird people. I swear Willet is like 50-50, up and down. And people love it or they hate it. I'm one of those people that I love it. I think it's great. I love the funkiness of it. But their 4-year small batch rye is something that I thought was, oh, cool. I found it. Awesome.
Finally!
Now it's everywhere. And it's okay.
Just like the Wild Turkey 101 rye. You're like, holy crap! And then a few weeks later, we're like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow, it's everywhere. But the 101 rye is still one of my favorite ryes on the market right now. Whereas this rye, I've drank down about halfway.
That's my favorite rye.
Yeah, I know, it's your favorite rye. But I've drank this rye down about halfway, let it set for a few months, and now it tastes delicious. But straight out of the bottle, it was just so weird. It was kind of like one of those weird, like cinnamony, rickhousey, plasticky kind of amalgamations. But now it's kind of come into its own, and I enjoy the flavors of it. So it escaped this list for now. What about you?
This is a bottle I was talking about, that you were talking about earlier, that I dumped out. That's the only bottle I've ever done that to, and I think I had to, otherwise it was going to go bad, which is something weird to say about a whiskey, but it's brown sugar bourbon. That's Jamie Foxx's shit. And it was not good. It was flavored and sugared, and I couldn't even tell it was whiskey. It was so bad. I was looking for whiskey. I found a cinnamon sugar bomb.
You were hoping it would be sweet.
Fireball?
Yeah, you were hoping it would be sweet and good, and it was bad and terrible.
And oversweet
and made you regret every decision you made.
Yeah, I did not finish that bottle at all.
So those are 6 bottles that we won't ever buy again. Unfortunately, there were a few companies that were thrown in there that we just aren't fans of anymore. But, you know, what do you think about it? Drop that down in the comment section, and while you're down there, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow a little bit more. Hit that it's going to be down there. So hit the notification bell
here
while you're down there and get notified when we post new content. We're going to be doing some more YouTube shorts. Those have kind of come into their own. I really enjoyed doing those. And while you're at it, check out our sponsor of this video. Boom! Right there.
The Thief! Fine wine, beer, and spirits.
They're from Walla Walla, Washington, guys, and if you're ever in the area, stop in there, check them out, tell them the Whiskey Watchers sent you. They'll hit you with the crispest of high fives. That was a crispy one right there.
That was even my offhand.
And until next time, everyone, we want to thank you again for joining us. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
Reminding you to share a pour with your friends and family, because much like the movies,
memories don't make themselves.
No, they don't. And I need to try this again, so... Here we go.
Cheers.
Regret.